Welcome, everyone, to our Wellness Hub. My name is Monica Campana, and today we have a wonderful guest. Her name is Camille Colley, and she is a network and connection strategist. She is helping people, mainly women, elevate their vibe. And she had a six-figure business twice, and she's a speaker and the founder of the 3-day virtual summits for female entrepreneurs. She's also the host of the Abundant Entrepreneur. It's a podcast. Camille, thank you for being here. It's an honor. The floor is yours. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and yes, what are you doing to help women entrepreneurs today?
Yes, thank you so much for the amazing introduction and having me. I'm really excited to be here. Well, you covered a lot of the bases. Obviously, I'm a two-time business owner before the age of 30, six-figure business owner. I owned a fitness business prior to getting into the coaching, mentoring, speaking realm. But, that was a big part of me getting into this realm is working with people, seeing how females felt about themselves, seeing the way that they portrayed themselves, especially in the business world, thinking that they weren't enough. They didn't have the confidence to put themselves out there. Their bodies were always an issue too. And so for me, going into this mentoring realm was really easy. It was kind of just an easy switch to be able to just help women in a different way. Obviously, still do help them with their habits and their eating and all of that stuff. But I really am all about helping women be able to see themselves in the light that we see them and be able to be the business owners that I know that they're capable of being. So I really help women connect with other women. And that's why I call myself a connection strategist. I know that's kind of a random name, but I really work with women to understand that they don't have to go through this alone. Doing things like this, where you're collaborating with other amazing women like Monica, we get in with each other, we've met each other, we're doing, incredible things together. And that is helping us elevate our businesses together. And I wanted women to understand that this is not something they have to do it alone, and that they can have these partners and these support and these people that are going to validate how amazing they are, as well as help them elevate their businesses. So that's a little bit of what I'm doing. I obviously do it through my summits, my podcast, my Instagram, Clubhouse now as well.
That's amazing. Yes, and I was going to ask you, how do you do it all? Because I mean, you need to set priorities. You have this is one way. I mean, you have calendars, you have very tight schedule, and so how do you do it? And how do you manage stress too? Do you have stress? It looks like you don't have stress. You're always smiling. You're always, I don't know what you do, but
Yeah, I do believe, like I said, I think being in the fitness industry, being an athlete my entire life, I've always kind of implemented really good routines and habits into my life. So, like you said, if you look at my calendar, it's like I have actually three calendars. I have a written one because I like to write things down. I have my, ones, and I have two on my computer, my personal one and then my business one. And they're all time blocked and color blocked and all of that stuff. And I really follow them. Like I think a lot of people, they make them, they think they're interesting, they're fun. And then the moment it says take a break or take a breather or go walk the dog, we say, oh, well, it's just another 15 minutes. And I go, no. Like I stop myself, and it's really hard sometimes, especially when I'm in the flow of work and I'm doing so many different things. But it's really important to set those boundaries for yourself because, like you said, I'm always smiling. I'm always happy. I wake up very early. I get my day going very early. I work out, make myself a smoothie. I have a very, very strict routine that really helps me feel good throughout the day, have a lot of energy, and not be able to be drinking coffee all day and not feel this way. So I really do believe in setting those like strict routines, boundaries, and habits in your life. It really helps me, and I think my background has helped me do that really well.
wow, that's incredible. What sport did you do? What you were an athlete, right? You were.
Yeah, I played soccer for 18 years. I played even in college on a full ride scholarship. And then I also did track in high school. So I was actually a CIF champion in track as well. So track and soccer, but mainly soccer,
Wow,
football.
that's incredible. That's incredible, and so well-rounded. And so and right now, are you also helping women in the? You said that you also did some nutrition. I mean, also nutrition advices you give, or mainly business right now?
I mainly give business advice now. I have kind of pulled away from the fitness industry, but obviously when working with certain clients, I see that their habits, their routines are very out of whack and they're wondering why they're always tired or they can't handle it or they're feeling unproductive. And usually that leads back to some of the things that they're doing in their daily lives. And so I always end up a lot of times helping them with that side a little bit as well. I don't really do workout routines as I used to do in the fitness industry, but I'm really big into like macronutrients. I have my degrees in exercise science, exercise biosciences, and exercise physiology. So, and nutrition. I have a minor in nutrition as well. So I really do implement some of that into teaching them how to just start implementing the right foods in their day, giving them basic stuff like that. But I don't give them full routines anymore because that's not what I do exactly in my business.
Of course. It's kind of part of it on the side. It's on the side, like when you're eating on the side, and on the side, it's a side dish. So that's incredible. And now you are transferring everything to Clubhouse, correct?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what do you think about Clubhouse?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I think that there's a sense of, obviously you're going to find rooms that aren't, they might not match up with you, but I find that there's a sense of authenticity in everything that you're doing on the app. I feel that pretty much all you can do is get on there and speak your truth, and people can tell if people are being fake or being authentic. And I think it's breaking away from this normal social media that we're used to, where we're seeing these perfect pictures and these perfect captions and these perfect lives. And it gives this like reality of this is live. Here's who I am, here's what I have to offer. And you can really see the people that shine on it. And for me, I've just learned so much and I love it so absolutely much. And obviously we have connected through it as well. So it's absolutely amazing.
That's how we met. Met. It's incredible. I find it incredible. And as you say, there's no other social media platform right now that has that connection. I think also when you are not distracted by any visual appearances, images, and you just hear the voice, it's like many times it's like hearing your own conscience, and it's like, wow, this person is like me, or I resonate, and it's true. And it's like hearing something that you already had inside sometimes, and getting the validation that you're doing something right, or you're doing and connecting, and also connecting with people who have similar situations. Some have struggles, and we're all there to help each other. So it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely love it. And like you said, it just gives this sense of like you're hearing someone rather than looking at them. There's no like appearances to judge on. And it's natural. We're humans, it's a natural thing to kind of look at someone and have prejudgments. And this doesn't allow for that. You just hear their voice, and if you connect with them, it's amazing. There's no, like I said, there's so much authenticity. You can tell when someone isn't being very real, or they're being very salesy on the application, and then you move on and find another group that's absolutely amazing that you can connect with. So that's the best part about it.
Yes. And you don't see, well, besides the image of the person, the profile image, that sometimes I'm like, we shouldn't even have that, because when you look at the picture, you see the person, the face and whatever, but we shouldn't see any colors, any nothing, like we are just beings, and we are, so, but it's almost like that. I love it.
Yeah.
And it's growing, and hopefully it will, keep on growing. Other platforms are trying to copy,
definitely
to mimic, but so far it's been so give us I don't know, 3 tips or give 3 tips to women entrepreneurs, or women who are trying to become entrepreneurs. Some of them, they have this idea inside their mind, but they don't have the courage sometimes to just leave, a secure corporate job. And what would you tell these women?
Yeah, so I want to say that entrepreneurship is not easy. There are a lot of ups and downs. You are going to be uncomfortable. There are going to be moments where you're doing things that you never thought you were going to do, but each one of those times that I've had those moments, whether they're really good moments, really bad moments, it's my business and it's what I've worked for. And so just remember that it is totally worth it. It will be worth it. You know, there's, like I said, it's going to be difficult, especially in your first couple of years. I am not going to say it's easy. And I want everyone to remember that uncomfortable moment though means growth. And some people, it's hard to see that because we're so used to what the norms of society show us, right? That you need to have a stable job. You know, for women, it's having a family, maybe having children, doing it a certain way. And so other people won't understand that. And that's why I'm so big on building communities and helping women find that support, that true support. Because like I like to tell the story is that I have a very supportive husband. Anything I say, I could be like, I'm done with this, I'm going on to the next thing. And he'll say, okay, I got you, babe. But he's also not an entrepreneur. So there's a certain aspect of his support that I need that he doesn't get. Like when I tell him I'm going through something or when I'm working on something and it fails or these things, and he'll just be like, it's okay, just jump up and do it again. And for him, he doesn't get it. And so that's why I'm so big on those communities and that support system. And I say, even before maybe you decide to jump, find some people that have been there and done that, whether it's like Monica or like me that have already kind of gone through this, and talk to them, ask them, what was it that you went through at first? What was it that you felt like you should have done before you did the other thing? Because I find that talking to these people and seeing what they've been through and seeing how they've kind of navigated some of the beginning parts of entrepreneurship really will help you feel more comfortable in that decision. And I get, like I said, no, other people might not understand that. You might get pushback from family. You might get pushback from friends. You might lose friends and family due to the fact that you're trying to pursue something, but you're pursuing something that's going to fulfill you and make you happy. And also, there's always going to be that regret if you didn't do it. Like it will be there, I promise you. And I always say, a lot of people have this fear, and honestly, let's just say you go for it for 2 years and things don't work out. What happens? You go back to that corporate job. That corporate job is still going to be standing there, and that's not going to be going anywhere. And I promise you, the gap in your resume is only going to be more experience in the real world of like creating a business. So don't be so fearful on that. And again, you're going to get pushback. Try to find that support group that's going to understand what you're going through so that you can have people to talk to about it, because it's really hard to talk to the others that don't understand it because it's uncomfortable for them too. And they don't get what you're trying to do. So that's just how I've gone about it. It's just like, I always say, if anything happens and things blow up in my face, my old job is pretty much always going to be there. So I can always fall back on it if I need to. But I thank the Lord every day that I went in this direction. I will never turn back. I'm so glad I'm an entrepreneur.
Absolutely. Yes. And actually, once you start, there's usually no way back. Like you can't go back to a corporate
it's too
job.
Amazing.
No, you're your own boss. You can do whatever. You know, it comes with risks, but you know, life is an adventure. I think that's how you have to see it.
And I'd rather not regret something.
Exactly. I'd rather not. I'd rather say, you know what? I tried. It didn't work. I tried something else. It didn't work. You know, and then you keep on trying until, you know, there's something, and until you find something that you really love. But if you don't try, you'll never know.
Yeah.
So that's how it is.
Yeah.
So you work with people like that too, or they are already entrepreneurs?
So I mainly now work with women that have been in their business for about 2 to 5 years. They're kind of maybe hitting that consistent 5-figure month, and they just can't seem to make that next step, whether they're not delegating enough, whether they don't have people around them that can help them build. And when I say community, I also mean like maybe it's a coach. Maybe it's a mentor, maybe it's a VA. Community is also the people that are around you supporting you in your growth. And some people don't make that. Again, it's every time in entrepreneurship you start growing, and obviously the next step is like, okay, what do I need to invest in next to get me to that next level? Maybe it is a coach. Maybe, like I said, it's a VA, so you're delegating and you're not taking on so much of the work yourself. So there are these different aspects that I help people build through to get to that next whatever level. If it's a 6-figure month, it's whatever it is for them. I used to work with a lot of beginning entrepreneurs. My summits are they are more pertain to newer entrepreneurs. Maybe in the first couple of years of their business, I really bring in people that are bringing in the basics of branding, the basics of legal. They teach you all of those different things in my summits that I do, those 3-day virtual summits that we talked about. Those are more towards and geared towards the newer entrepreneur, or the people that are maybe even aspiring and they're still trying to figure out, how do I even jump? How do I make that thing? And I bring in life coaches and spiritual coaches to kind of help you navigate the mindset side. And then I also bring you in some of the people that are going to teach you the basic strategies and the basic branding and all of that as well. So I personally don't work with so many of the beginning entrepreneurs, but my summits are geared towards those.
I see. And they're virtual, right?
They are all virtual at this moment. Yeah, they're 3 days. We have a full day of personal development, like I said, with those life coaches, spiritual coaches, intuitive coaches. We have like Reiki sessions. We do all kinds of fun stuff that really dive deep into you personally. And then the second day is all business development. Like I said, those legal, I bring in a business lawyer, branding experts, all of that stuff. And then the third day is all, we do kind of I want to say it's a workshop. And so you get to spend time individually with some of the speakers and spend some time taking everything you learned and implement them into your business. So they will really help you actually take some of those steps and implement them into your business. And we also have like a virtual swag bag. So you get a bunch of discounts and freebies and all these different things in a virtual swag bag online so that you can, again, start implementing. I'm really big about, you go to conferences and they're amazing and you leave on a high and you've learned all this stuff and you have a notebook full of notes. And
now
then,
what?
Now what is the question? And then if you don't buy someone's program, you're kind of screwed. And that's what I try to do is like, once they leave, you really can just start implementing the thing you think you needed right then and there. And that's the great part about the summit, is we really kind of try to take you through that journey and help you implement it right away into your business. And you get to leave on a high with stuff to actually tangible stuff to help build your business.
That's wonderful and practical. And then the other service that you offer is actually it's basically coaching. You coach, you become.
I do group coaching, and I do 4-hour intensive, like CEO days, as I call them. Again, teaching you how to be a CEO rather than working in your business. I say, if you don't have a coach or you don't have a VA or you've never even looked into any of these things, if you don't have a community, you're a solopreneur and you're still working in your business. I help you take that and through the CEO day. It's a 4-hour intensive where we spend just all day just breaking down each part of your business that could change the way that you're working in your business and start actually being the owner of your business. So I do those, and then I do group coaching right now. I'm not doing, I take on only a couple one-on-one clients each couple of months because I like to really focus on them. And yeah, speaking is obviously my big thing. So I've been getting, last year obviously changed some of that. I was supposed to be on like 6 or 7 different stages last year. That didn't happen. But doing a lot of virtual summits here, obviously, and then my own virtual summits as well, until we can get back on stage.
That's amazing, Camille. And our time is up. It just flew by. And but it's wonderful to have you. And I hope I can see you. We can see you again soon. Thank you for your wonderful tips, and thank you for the work that you're doing. You're helping women get to the next level in their business and their lives. And this is truly rewarding for you, and it helps the world as a whole. So I thank you again, and thank you everyone for being here, and until next time, Camille Colley.